Hey everyone, big news, and you probably know we invaded Venezuela. What a surprise! I said that when I was on that KTAR news in Arizona here when I did a quick interview, 5 minute interview with them. They're sending those warships and everything else not to have a picnic, but to actually get rid of Maduro, the former president of Venezuela. But something very important that the media is not telling you, etc. Now, I know Trump is very hyperbolical. So he's going to say this was the most amazing military campaign in the history of the United States, etc. And I'm not trying to take away anything from the soldiers, and everyone involved, etc. Whether you agree with it, disagree with it, that's not the point. It was very successful. But take a quick look back at all of the United States interventions. Panama, we had to kill massive amounts of people, go through this poor barrio, and then smoke them out with like heavy metal music or something. Look at Grenada, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq. We could go on, and people forget Grenada when we invaded it. I mean, even the conservatives like Barry Goldwater criticized it for not having a good chain of command, etc. Now, why was this so successful? I'm going to tell you something that because they keep on, journalists have the tendency to mimic and parrot the talking points of an administration, whether it's Democrat or Republican. Huge human intelligence on the inside. Maduro was sold out by his own elite, military, and possibly, in my opinion, Vice President Delcy Rodriguez. Why? As the Trump administration started putting huge pressure on the Venezuelan government taking its oil, there was absolutely no way it was going to be able to pay off the lowest soldiers, higher soldiers, the governmental elite, and popular people, the forces in the barrios, etc. There was no, it continues some of those programs. There was no way without those resources. So Maduro, remember, was just the heir apparent to Hugo Chavez. Behind me, I took that photo in Managua, who continues to be popular in Venezuela. Maduro was the foreign minister, which he did some decent things like dealing with the Colombian border issue with Santos, who's actually a conservative from Colombia. But he then became vice president. He was a former bus driver, and the Chavistas themselves would refer to him as Maburro, burro being donkey, that he's not that bright, he's not that important, etc., which is true. For me, Maduro was just a figurehead, right, of this Chavista movement, but everyone differentiated him from Chavez, who remains popular. So what happened? Well, it was either Maduro or them. And the way the United States was able to get into a compound, get Maduro and his wife, and only those two, mind you, out and to New York is absolutely amazing that they had to have human intelligence and the military. Think about it. Panama is smaller, less armed, less military equipment, etc. Venezuela is a massive country. It has, I mean, it couldn't win in a one-on-one with the United States, but it has Russian, Chinese, Iranian equipment. They didn't lift a finger to defend their president. A few shots at a helicopter, no one was killed. I mean, absolutely amazing. They sold them out. So they said either Maduro goes or we go. And they said Maduro. So definitely people in the military and the CIA did say it was working on human intelligence, but very high up, I think. Delcy Rodriguez, who now was the vice president, who's going to be the interim president, actually, her and her brother are not on the United States hit list for drug smuggling or anything else. She actually has relations with the oil industry from the United States, even though she's a quote unquote socialist, her and her brother, and Republicans, and even that private military outfit from the United States, in the United States. So what you have here is Vladimir Padrino, the head of the Ministry of Defense, actually studied in the School of the Americas. That's where he learned to be so brutal, not for long, but for a short time. This is my hunch. And I'm wrong 95% of the time, but this time I'm right. There was huge human intelligence basically saying, you can come in and get Maduro if you allow us to survive. That is the cupola, the military, and Delcy. Delcy Rodriguez now is going to become the president, and she's going to make the deals with the oil companies, etc. And she's considered more market oriented and stuff. I don't know what Maduro was. I'm surprised he stayed this long time. But I'll end here with another important point. Trump sold out Maria Machado. It's not just because he wanted the Nobel Prize and she got it. It is true. She doesn't have the respect and the support of the military and the people like, we like to elevate, like Ahmad Chalabi of Iraq, etc. She couldn't even beat Enrique Capriles. This was 2013. In a primary, she only got like 2%. Enrique Capriles was the one who ran against Maduro in 2013, and Maduro only won by 1.6%. That's why these other elections were a little sketchy, because if you only win by 1.6% and then you're winning later with a bad economy, definitely not fair elections. But at the same time, Maria Machado doesn't have that respect and the ability to control the military, the people, the popular forces that's in the barrio, etc. And Trump knows that. So they're going to be working with Delcy Rodriguez, her brother, and other people in order to get access to oil. We can debate the legality of this. Obviously, we know the United States doesn't care about democracy. It cares more about the oil. But the goal was to get Maduro out, right? Looks like a big win. The cupola is going to kind of stay the same, maintain its power. That is the military and everyone else. And U.S. is going to have access to that oil in a better form. And, the United States now will have relations, I don't doubt, with Delcy Rodriguez, the former vice president who's going to be the interim president. So thanks for listening. Maduro, in a nutshell, was completely sold out by his entire military apparatus and everyone else. I'm not saying everyone was in on it, but definitely to get into that compound so quickly, swiftly, with no soldiers, some injured, probably some soldiers just, fired, etc. But definitely insider information to save themselves. Take care, everyone, and I'd love to hear your opinion.